and friends. Today I want to talk to you about thriving countries. What is necessary for a country to thrive? What's necessary for a community to thrive? Ray Dalio talks about this extensively, has many really good writings about the subject. But in essence, what it really boils down to is that you have to have well-formed human beings. The Greeks also talked about this extensively. Socrates, Plato, Aristotle. And they said in order to have well-formed human beings, you must have a strong education system. As part of that education system, music, which may seem odd, was a critical part to the education structure in ancient Greece. And as part of that, when you think about music and how it can inform young minds, there's some very, very interesting perspectives on that matter. But in essence, what the music should impart and incite is virtue. And through virtue, you can acquire wisdom. And if you are wise, you are a well-formed human being, according to the ancient Greeks. And how that matters with Ray Dalio and how having a thriving country, why that's important, is in many respects, if you consider the fact that we are very wealthy as a country, but generally speaking, we are unhappy as a country. Mental health issues are, if you look at the data, is exponentially growing. Suicides, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, all of those things. And that impacts a country's ability to be able to be successful long term. And Dalio highlights a lot of that in many of his writings. So I posted some excerpts from the number 1 and number 2 song from 2019 below. And I'd just like you to consider to read those and whether that actually promotes virtue in the youth and virtue in adults as well. So I think the best way to fix issues, and I think that our country has been successful for a very long time, and because of that, as tends to happen, is we get kind of lax and we get kind of lazy on the things that matter. I think this is something that matters. I think a strong education system matters. Not just pouring money into the education system, but what we actually teach our children that matters. Should the music that our kids listen to, not by force, but by encouragement, should they not want to listen to music that incites prudence, justice, fortitude, temperance, faith, hope, and love? Or do we want our children to seek out music that's noted below? And if the answer is the former, then we shouldn't be surprised at the results. We shouldn't be surprised at the level of unhappiness, the level of drug abuse, the level of suicide rates. And so, anyway, I think it's a very important subject. I think it matters moving forward for all commercial real estate brokers, lenders, anybody affiliated with business in general, how our country grows, how our country comes out of this downturn, out of this COVID-19 challenge. How we educate our children is going to be absolutely critical. And music is a big part of that. And what they listen to matters. Love your comments. Thank you.